Good evening. I thought y'all were here trying to get some money. The last time I was about to go get some money, I was more excited than that. Good evening. Good evening. Oh, yeah. Okay. All right. So, a few preliminary things. Assuming this body decides to allocate funds to your organization, from the time of contracting, it could take 3 months. Don't blame us. Blame the folks on the 7th floor. So who do you blame? The folks on the 7th floor. Oh yeah, y'all paying attention to today. Yeah. All right, so when you come up here, you're gonna sit in the hot seat. You have about 2 minutes. I know you may have heard that you have 3 minutes. I'm sorry about that. Actually, I'm not. 2 minutes. The word of the day is brevity. Get straight to the point. Talk about your program that you want funding for, and then I'm probably gonna ask you some questions about budget. And my very inquisitive colleague to my right, Dr. Warren, is gonna ask you a whole bunch of other questions. And I'm pretty sure there are some council members online. They may chime in. I won't know who they are. Hopefully they say their name, council members. And let's get started. Organization, forgot to do something. Ms. Owens, you know what to do.
Councilman Ford. Present. Councilman Warren.
Present.
Councilwoman Johnson. Attending virtually, we have Councilman Morgan.
Here.
Councilwoman Robinson.
She here.
And Councilman Smiley. Okay. And
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you now. And Councilman Smiley.
All right. Council members, good to see you all. We have 21 organizations giving their presentation today. And hopefully they heard me. Brevity. All right. Organization number 1, ESU Scholars. Come on down. When you come up to the mic, give your name, your address of your organization, and go ahead. Hit the button, make sure the green light is on. Now it's on, talking to it.
Oh. Testing?
Yeah, we hear you.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Hello, my name is Dr. Jada Meeks. I am with Empowering Students Universally Scholars, Inc. We are a 501c3 nonprofit. We were currently, at the time of application, located in the Fraser area. Now we have relocating to the Whitehaven area, but we will have services in both areas. Our vision is to empower students and families. Our goal is to equip students and families with information that will help them positively transform the trajectory and make informed decisions about career, self-image, and college. We were founded in 2005. Our mailing address is 7295 Germanshire Lane. Our physical address now is 3035 Directors Row, Memphis, Tennessee. Our budget, we'll go straight to the budget. We are asking the city of Memphis to provide support to help the elderly learn about technology, including equipment for money for laptops, marketing and community engagement, co-working space and facilities, and participant cost, as well as senior citizens technology quick reference card as we train each participant with the amount of $15,000. We aim to break a barrier for seniors who have trouble with technology using their cell phones and their Androids and iPhones and tablets. Helping them to be more comfortable with using these devices will help them eliminate barriers such as avoiding scammers, avoiding loneliness, social isolation, and getting proper health care and finding the resources they need to live. The AARP found that this will help them stay socially connected, again, prevent scamming with technology, and then get caregiver support because a lot of technology is is my time up? No.
Absolutely, time's up.
Okay, all right.
Dr. Warren's in the queue.
Yes.
How many seniors will this program serve?
This program will serve 200 seniors.
And how many did you serve last year?
We served a small amount because they didn't have necessarily the money to pay for it. So we served about 20.
Okay, so you're looking to increase it by 100%.
Yes.
Thank you.
So, inquiring minds want to know,
Yes.
we're taking a look at your budget. Your
Yeah.
budget is extensive, but
Yes.
you all filed a postcard last year.
I'm sorry, say it again. Yes. So we got funded with SNAP E&T in the fall. And so we began in September, being funded partially by SNAP E&T. And so that's why our funding only is partial from SNAP E&T and our other funding. So it will be dramatically increased this year because we will have a full year.
Got it. Any other council members? Council members join us online. It appears all hearts and minds are clear. Thank you for coming. Thank you for the work you're doing in the community.
Thank you. Thank you.
This might be the first time I've participated in these grant meetings. We actually clap for someone else. I kind of like y'all. Yeah, I like y'all. Issa, I think I kind of know these people.
Good evening.
Good evening. Just because I know you doesn't mean you get to talk a little longer.
No, sir.
2 minutes.
My name is Tony Warmadu. I'm with Excess Tennis, and representing Issa Ministries this evening is Dr. Mildred Randolph. We are here today. Well, let me start with the fact that our address is at 3025 Dunstan Cove, Memphis, Tennessee, 38119. And our program is located at Bellevue Tennis Center. One thing that needs to be made clear is that Bellevue Tennis Center is a diamond in the rough and needs to be harvested quickly. We will be partnering with Lamar and Owen students as mentors to pick up on young kids and train them in tennis and track them for 6 months and see what comes out of it. My point is there will be positive results. So, having said that, I know that Issa Ministries, they have the unique opportunity to collaborate with BEST. BEST is Bellevue Excellence Support Team, a community group that is passionate about building a strong infrastructure at Bellevue Tennis Center in South Memphis to serve the youth of the community. Memphis citizens in the neighborhood surrounding Bellevue have a lot of things in common: shortened lifespan, high economic hardship index, high economic hardship index composed of key social determinants such as unemployment, education, low income level, poverty, and inadequate housing. The goal is for each youth tennis participant to reach the World Health definition of health, a state of complete physical, mental, and social well-being, and not merely the absence of disease or infirmity. So developing Lamar and Owen College students as mentors, leaders, to empower this youth grow. Oh, okay. To empower this youth grow. Oh,
Time.
oh, okay.
I was trying to
apologize.
figure out a nice way to say, Mr. Ramadou, time's up. There's no polite way to say time.
Yes, sir.
I know Councilwoman Johnson will have questions. She has questions already. She's raising her hand from the back. Dr. Warren?
You know, normally we cover 15% of your total operating budget. And I'm looking at your budget and it's about 50% ask. So when you get less, realize that we can only cover 15% of your operating budget based on our guidelines. 30%? Okay, all right.
Dr. Warren?
Thank you.
So they're actually eligible for 66. We have the information.
Really? Can you explain that to the listening audience?
So this is Miss Brianna Owens.
Yes.
She doesn't want people to know her name.
So the 30% cap is based upon the revenue or expenses reported on your taxes. Since their taxes reported more, that we take 30% of that number, which puts them at 66,000 as a 30%.
In terms of eligibility. However, your ask was 41. Okay, I mean, you know. You know, there's a ancient proverb in the city of Memphis, particularly in the inner city, and it's called "Closed mouths don't get fed."
Yes, there you go.
Gotta ask for more.
There you go.
Any other questions from this body? Councilwoman Johnson, you have any questions? No questions. Any questions from the council members joining us online? Dr. Warren, you okay?
I'm good. It just didn't look like that on the application.
No, the young lady to our left has all the information. And she sees everything.
Can I just say one thing?
Go ahead.
This, what we're trying to do at Bellevue Tennis Center, it's such an impoverished area. Tennis is a life-changing sport. It's not like football, basketball. It is a life-changing sport. I just want to leave you with this. There is a 25-year difference in life expectancy between where Bellevue Tennis Center is located and Collierville. So that's the 38106, 25 years difference in life expectancy. So help us bring life, leadership, mentorship to the young people there.
I think I read that study when I moved back home in 2017. It was in the commercial appeal. It was 38106 and 38126, if I remember correctly. So
I definitely.
I appreciate the work y'all doing in the inner city of Memphis. I think if we talk about ways to address crime in the city of Memphis, there's a couple different schools of thought. We can increase the number of police, but we can also make sure we're giving more opportunity to our youth. And I believe it's a totality of things if we're going to address crime in the city of Memphis, supporting our youth, providing livable wages, but also increasing the police presence in our city. So thank you for what you're doing. Dr. Warren.
Yeah, good. I just want to point out that my good friend Bruce Randolph, I think, is involved in this. So
You're a good friend, huh?
I think it's going to be working quite well.
I feel like you have an affinity for doctors, Dr. Warren.
I do have an affinity for this doctor. We worked long and hard on the COVID task force together. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, thank you all. Thank you all.
Thank you very much.
So the links, there's a couple links of organizations in the city. I wonder which links group is this? 3. Which one is it? Okay, Memphis.
Good afternoon. We are Sharon Wheeler and Linda Barrington Whitaker, President and Vice President of the Memphis, Tennessee chapter of the Links Incorporated. We are 60 women who, through friendship, serve our community. We are honored to have been invited to provide an overview of our grant requests. For 70 years, our volunteer organization has proudly served the Memphis community. We've donated money to the Benjamin Hooks Library when it was being built, and we continue to be involved in its archiving. We've supported the Memphis City Schools, Southwest Mental Health, NAACP, the Memphis Food Bank, Girls, Inc., and we've established a $100,000 scholarship endowment at Lemoyne College. When I say we, these are dollars that are given by us individually, 66 women. One of our larger investments was a program called It's a Girl's Life. We served young ladies from 7th grade to 12th grade. The program was an educational economic development strategy that further encourages the theory that providing committed and consistent cultural, educational, and social experiences that promote the spirit of academic excellence and achievement with a focus on decision-making, critical thinking, and communication strategies, along with cultural awareness, experiences, mentoring, being introduced to careers within the Memphis region, and then learning the hard and soft skills required to excel within these careers, strongly improve the odds that youth will complete high school and advance to higher education. And perhaps the entire experience will make a difference in their adult lives. It has also become evident that one of the most important aspects of sharing, I'm done.
Well, the young lady to my left tapped my watch.
Okay, well, end by saying, with our demonstration and sharing our community service as a recipient, we are asking you to help us relaunch this program in the Whitehaven community.
What's the amount?
$10,000.
Okay, I just want to see if you was going to ask me directly. Okay.
Yes.
Dr. Warren, any Q? Questions?
Well, I just was looking, it looks like their ask is well below our 30% requirement. So-
Absolutely. The full amount is for them will be 21. The ask is 10.
Okay, but thank you for your offer, and I hope we can help you.
I hope so too.
Okay, so I didn't give this spiel, and I'm giving this spiel to all the in the organizations who come in. Don't let this be the last time you reach out to the council members.
All right.
So when you leave here, if this is the last time we hear from you, there's a lot of people asking for money. I would suggest, highly recommend, sending an email to all your council members. Say, hey, don't forget about us.
Absolutely. We're really,
And the emails are on the website.
this is important. This is work that we do, so we will.
Okay.
You can count on it.
All 60 of us.
All 60 hours.
Oh, 60. Hold up. That's too many emails. Y'all have a good one. We appreciate the work that you do in the community. Memphis Recovery Center, come on down. Please state your name, the address of your organization, and then you can begin.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I'm Sherry Butler with Memphis Recovery Centers. We are located at 219 North Montgomery, and the address for our youth program is 1170 Vance Avenue. We've been in business for over 50 years doing substance abuse treatment. Our youth program has been in business since 1986. We provide residential, long-term treatment for adolescents in the area. We provide a full continuum of care as far as we provide individual therapy, group therapy, family therapy. We also have an in-house school. We have 2 teachers, one of which is special ed. The adolescents stay in our program about 4 to 5 months, so it is definitely a long-term program. We served 39 adolescents last year, and our hope is to serve 50 in the next year. When you look at our budget, you'll see that that includes both of our adult program and our adolescent program. Our ask is for $50,000.
Okay. So quick question, the $50,000, I'm looking at your budget, it seems to cover the professional services.
Yes, that would be our salaries, which is our
Salaries.
biggest expense.
So how many people? We're talking
Well, we're
one,
hoping
two?
to use that for our master's level counselors and our teachers to help supplement their salaries.
Also supplement multiple salaries.
Yes, exactly. Not just one salary or 2 or 3.
Okay. All right. That's all from me, Dr. Warren.
Are you hiring, and so is this primarily going to the youth program, and are you hiring new people, or is this just trying to keep it afloat?
This is all for the youth program, and this would be to help with our expenses because our expenses have increased in the past few years, and so we're trying to use that for the increase we've had in salaries.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Any questions from the council members joining us online? All right, it appears that all hearts and minds are clear. Thank you all so much, and don't let this be the last time. Golden Gate Development Corp., doing business as Star Academy. Hold on one second.
Don't hit star yet.
In case some of y'all decide to run up out of here. Say they came. I don't know what happened. Go ahead.
Good deal. Good evening. Thank you, councilmen and councilwomen, for your powerful and progressive work that you do in our city. It's certainly appreciated. I'm here as a liaison on behalf of Golden Gate Development Corporation. I will be speaking incredibly fast, please feel free to slow me down. We are here to introduce a program called FIRM, which is an acronym for Future Improvement and Resilience in Memphis. Golden Gate Development Corporation houses 4 domains, and what they are historically are education, workforce development, housing, and health and wellness. This particular initiative is housed under our education arm. Should you be compelled to partner with our organization, I can tell you 3 things about your investment. Number 1, your investment will be targeted. Number 2, your investment will be measured. Number 3, your investment will be appreciated. Your investment will be targeted because Star Academy is an institution that stops at the 6th grade. The age-old question is, what happens to our children when they leave your school? This will be a community initiative targeting those folks in the 38128, ages 12 through 17. Your investment will be measured. Learning from each of you, you all make and appreciate data-driven decisions. And so what we've learned from the data, we will use key performance measures and data tracking with the hopes of increasing our graduation rates by 15% among participating students. We will increase by 10% enrollment rates. We will hope to involve at least 300 students into leadership pipelines, because we know that teenagers don't do what you say, they do what they see. And then also we hope to engage participants in our program into 1,000 hours of community service, collectively benefiting the local organizations. And then lastly, your investment will be appreciated. I won't speak for 38128, but I will speak for myself. Just 2 weeks ago, my car in 38128 was broken into by a 15-year-old teenager. I stopped him and I said, young man, and I wasn't this calm as I am right now, but I said, young man, what are you doing? He said, I'm hungry and I don't have anything else to do. And so if we could run a healthy intervention, and this is just one isolated cases of several cases that happened in 38128, if we could just run a healthy intervention, if you guys could fund it, we'd be greatly appreciated.
So I'm a missionary Baptist. I'm very familiar with 3 points in the close. You just didn't take us to the cross. But any questions from this particular body?
Total number of people served in this program?
Absolutely. We are hoping to serve 750 youth. We have a pipeline of over 1,200 youth in the pipeline between 12 and 17, but we're hoping to serve 750 youth this first year. Yes, sir.
Any other questions from this body? Dr. Warren?
And I take it you've got the rest of this money raised besides the 350 that you're asking for us, or is the 350 the entire program?
The 350 will fund the FIRM initiative for this program. Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Dr. Warren.
Any other questions from this body? All right. It appears that all hearts and minds are clear. Doc, thank you for coming.
Thank you, Dr. Smith.
Ms. Owens does a really good job of reminding me when I'm out of line. Apparently I'm out of line. After you give your presentation, you do not have to stay. I mean, you can hang out with us. No, we're going to be here all night. All right. Oh, you don't seem so eager to hang out with us. All right. All right, girls on the run. I guess we can run to the... Assuming we know the routine now.
Yeah.
All right.
We just want to change the slide on. Oh, okay.
See, they good over there, right?
That's great. Hi, I'm Joanna Littman, and I am the Executive Director of Girls on the Run Memphis. And we're here today to talk about our youth development program. Girls on the Run offers an after-school youth development program that addresses the social, emotional, and physical health of 3rd through 8th grade girls. We use a fully researched curriculum that's led by trained volunteer mentors to take small teams of girls who meet twice a week for 20 weeks of the school year and experience lessons that build confidence, create community, and teach critical life skills that help them process the challenges of adolescence. The program incorporates running as a tool for understanding the connection between the brain and the body and to establish healthy habits at this vulnerable age. Our program is non-competitive, and it is inclusive, and our lessons meet the unique needs of each girl, no matter her circumstances or her ability. Oh, thank you. Girls on the Run, we feel like it addresses what we know now is, of course, the growing mental health crisis of our youth. We, through our training of our mentors and by building community with our schools and the neighborhoods in which we serve, we go in and we really believe that it's our long-term commitment that we make to these schools and these girls and their families with our program that's been recognized nationally by the Surgeon General as one of the exemplary programs in actually addressing the social and emotional behavioral needs of our youth, that as we continue to grow and we prioritize our Title I schools and community centers here in Memphis, that by bringing strong mentors into the community and a program that is has more than just one curriculum and that can be within the community for more than just one season, that we really are having a positive impact, not just on the girls, but also on their families. And we will continue to, we hope to grow and engage, and we're asking for funding so that we can reach as many girls across Memphis as possible. And we're only limited by the 70% scholarship rate that we continue to provide so that there are no barriers to access our program.
You got a lot in there. Like, I feel like you practiced last night. He's like, yeah.
I did practice.
I see. I can feel it.
Thank you.
How many young ladies you're attempting to serve this year?
Okay, this year we're attempting to serve 500. Last year we served, I think, 315. And we were established here 5 years ago. We're part of a national organization, and we've served close to 1,200 girls. We've trained, I guess, 400 mentors to serve them.
Okay. Dr. Warren, I believe Dr. Warren is in the queue.
You asked my question.
Oh, okay. Council, before any council members online, I know y'all feel neglected, council members. All right, Pierce, all hearts and minds are good. Thank you all so much.
All right, thank you so much. Take care.
I will reiterate, assuming this body decides to fund your particular organization after you sign the funding contract, it may take 3 months, may take a little longer than that. But if you do not receive your funding in a timely fashion, we know who to blame, right? Oh, yeah, okay. Samaritan Counseling Center. Oh, ready.
Yes. Hello, I'm Emily Woodside. I'm the board vice president for Samaritan Counseling. Oh.
Yeah, use the mic and we'll start the time.
Want me to start over? Okay, I'm Emily Woodside, board vice president for Samaritan Counseling Centers of the Mid-South. And this is Will Haley, our treasurer. We are located, our main office is located at 35 South Auburndale. Our mission is to offer hope and healing through high quality, affordable, accessible, and professional counseling while respecting the personal and spiritual values of the individual. Samaritan Counseling provides services to all people by offering subsidies for fees to those who are uninsured, underinsured, or have limited financial resources. We are requesting a grant of $8,200. The money would be used to improve our services with a digital medical records and scheduling program, and to help low-income clients receive mental health services through our client assistance program. Samaritan Counseling was founded over 40 years ago. Our therapists meet with clients at 4 church locations: near Idlewild Church and First Baptist in Midtown, Holy Communion Episcopal Church in East Memphis, and Germantown Presbyterian Church. The problem is the mental health crisis in our city. Mental health concerns have increased greatly since the pandemic. 37% of adults in Tennessee have symptoms of anxiety or depressive disorder. High school students are experiencing record high levels of sadness and suicide risk. Adults and children are not getting the professional services they need. Unaddressed mental health issues can have a negative influence on homelessness, violence, employment, and the local economy. The solution is to reach more families and individuals that need therapy for mental health issues. With additional funding, Samaritan Counseling can provide help to those in our city with limited financial resources and who are crippled with mental health issues. The impact of our professional services is tremendous. We help people with addiction, anxiety, anger, bipolar disorders, depression, grief, phobia, and parenting issues. Our counseling can change painful life patterns and allow many to live productive, healthy, and stable lives. Samaritan Counseling Center would appreciate the City Council's support for this grant.
I didn't even get to hit my mic. I don't know how I feel about that. Good job.
What? You missed it?
I didn't get to hit the mic. Hey, that's perfect. That's perfect. Dr. Warren, I know you're going to ask my question, so go ahead.
I just want to say that I have been referring patients to this center for 25 or 30 years, and the fact that I may be giving them money, I have no conflict of interest because I just send them there because they get good care.
Okay.
And it's really a major issue in our community, the access to mental health care, and the people who work here are professionals and have done very well by my patients over the years. So I appreciate you guys being there for people in the community that need it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. I will let the council members know, although they requested 8,200, they can receive about double that. All right, it appears that all hearts and minds are clear. Thank you all so much. Bilingual theater group, and I was gonna attempt to pronounce the first word, but yeah, just, I make a lot of mistakes. I don't want that to be one. State your name, address of your organization, and then the floor is yours.
Buenas tardes, my name is Mónica Sánchez. I'm the artistic director of Casa Teatro. Casa Teatro is the first and only bilingual theater group in Tennessee and Mississippi too. We do everything bilingual, from plays, workshops, even events. Our mission is to build a bridge between cultures and share all Latin American culture. And what a better way to share it through programs that educate the community, both communities, and also festivals like the Latin Fest that we're gonna have the next month. We also are really, really engaged with all Latinx artists. We try to promote them, be there for them. And what kind of festival you're gonna have if you don't have dancers, you don't have singers, you don't have, I can sing, but you're gonna call 911 thinking that I'm having a stroke.
We don't need you singing here.
That's why I don't do it. We try to do everything, all our workshops, and we have bilingual theater classes for children and adults. We believe there is more things in common that we have that we can get together than things that can separate us. The more you know about your neighbors, the better the community is gonna be. So let's learn about each other. We have a lot of programs that we want to make bigger and longer, not just for the children, but also for the adults who wants to get into the Latino culture, and for children who wants to learn another language. We always say the only thing you have to do to be part of Casa Teatro is be open-minded and open heart. Why? Because you have to be ready to learn about another culture and learn another language. The worst thing that it can happen when you are part of Casa Teatro is the next day you're gonna start saying buenos días o buenas tardes because you start learning Español.
Me llamo cumpleaños es el 8 de septiembre. Yeah.
Exacto.
Yeah. I'm just letting you know. I'm just letting you know.
Okay, we can sing you happy birthday in Español.
You just told us you couldn't sing. I'm concerned.
Well, yeah, that's true. No, I don't want cats and dogs start raining outside, and that happened when I sing, so please don't.
All right, Dr. Warren.
How many extra people would be served by our donation to your cause?
Last year, we have about 70,000 people between our festivals, our shows in open places, the workshops, the classes, the bilingual classes, and even the plays. So we're hoping this year have more people, especially coming to the workshops and to the bilingual classes. That's the thing that we want to push this year, this season.
All right, any questions from, we have not received any invites to any shows. I am offended by this. She knows better.
We will do it right. We will send you tickets. this play that is coming is in Spanish. So if you think you can be ready, yeah.
I understand a little bit.
Well,
Still funny. Like, you don't have to understand it.
Yeah.
Despite seeing everything they're doing.
and also there's a lot of things that we do that people doesn't have to speak the language. Music is an universal language. You can enjoy the rhythm and everything. And so you just have to be ready to be there.
Okay,
and
so
enjoy.
I believe Dr. Warren asked about how many people you served last year. How many people do you anticipate to serve during this year?
This year, we're, they say shoot to the star, and we want to shoot the 100,000 people for this year.
So the
We want to
100,000
do
of those
more.
people who attend the shows and
Between the shows, or we have 4 festivals every
festivals.
season, 4 festivals. And we try to have more people. Just in the Latin Fest, we had more vendors this year. So we had more people calling, we had more people engaging in what we're gonna do for the Latin Fest. And we already have a lot of people who wants to be part of the Day of the Dead Parade and Festival in October. So we see there is more people trying to get there, and especially people who wants to get close to the Latino community.
okay. Any questions from the council members online? All right, it appears that all hearts and minds are good. Thank you all so much, and do not allow this to be the last time you contact this body.
No, we assure you, no.
Okay. Thank you all. Playhouse. I get a visual. Okay, I'm ready. I'm eager.
Good afternoon.
Although Councilman Jones can't see it. Oh, no. All right. I'm gonna stop cutting up, y'all.
You're good.
Go ahead.
Good afternoon. My name is Michael Detroit. I'm the executive producer. This is Nancy Cook, our development director from Playhouse on the Square. We're a professional nonprofit resident theater company located at 66 South Cooper, 38104. Part of our mission states that we should never turn anyone away from any of our programming for financial reasons, and that's why we're here today. We're requesting $50,000 for some of our educational programming. Our overall budget is $3.1 million, so this request is less than 2% of our overall budget. While we are located in District 5, our programming reaches into all 7 of your districts, including obviously the super districts as well. We know that some folks cannot afford to attend theater, and a lot of that has to do with our schools, Title I schools. Our average ticket price at Playhouse on the Square is $22.50. When we bring a show out into the schools with our touring program, the average cost to that school per student is $1.50. That is about a 93% discount that we provide to those Title I schools. If they are coming to any of our facilities to see a show, that average ticket cost per student to those schools is $8 or $7 for Title I schools, which represents a 69% discount. We would like to continue those high discounts for those students either coming into our facilities to see those shows or for our tours that go out there, or even better, bring that to 100% discount for those schools. We represent all 7 of your districts. We have schools from all of them that come to us or that we go out to you. We are extremely frugal with our money. We have never run a deficit in 54 years, with the exception of the year I took over as executive producer, because that was a transitional year.
Voluntarily throw yourself on the
I know.
bus.
Well, I want to be honest. And
Or
of
you
course,
could just blame the people on the 7th floor.
No,
All right.
I will only blame myself. I will only blame myself. And of course, the first year of COVID, we will be good stewards of your financial help. I have information about all of your districts. If you have any questions about the schools that we participate with, we'd be happy to share that and answer any questions that you have.
So your ask of this body is $50,000 specifically to for us to, I guess, serve as we're supplementing the ticket prices for young people.
Correct. That's because we are a professional resident theater company. We're paying our actors, we're paying licensing fees, we have to pay for the vans, the gas, all of those expenses that go with that. So when those schools are not paying a much higher cost, we have to offset that. And that's what this financial help would be for, to help that.
Okay, makes sense for me, and thank you for doing that.
Sure.
I wish there were more organizations in the city that mindful that we're living in a city with extreme high poverty rate and would keep that in mind. So thank you. It's well needed. Dr. Warren.
I just want to say the fact that my son took his daughter to prom will not affect my donation. Thank you.
Oh, my.
All right. Any other council members in the queue? Council members online? I'm pretty sure you all heard Dr. Warren's comment. His disclosure.
His daughter is an amazing actress. She was Dorothy in the most recent Oz production.
Wizard of Oz.
Wizard of Oz. I mean, she's great. So you got to see her. Patsy.
You gonna put all your business
Patsy
out there
Detroit.
today?
Yeah,
I
just
did,
hear
you
her.
know.
You want to go? She's great.
I could give you details about the show, but in terms of Title I.
All right, well, thank you all, and really do appreciate the work y'all are doing in the city.
Thank you
It's
very
needed.
much.
Thank you.
Appreciate
all right.
it.
That's right. All right, African Engagement Community Development Network.
That would be me.
All right. Give us 1 second.
Yes. Yeah. Thank you for the opportunity. I would like to expand, but I think I may not.
Go ahead.
Okay. My name is Hamel Barry. I am the president and executive director. This is Dr. Wayne Denny. He's our program coordinator. African engagement, it is, we just, for our mission statement, we just focus on 3. We focus on immigrants who are here, who need to integrate. We're talking about integration, we're talking about security and safety. Integration for those African immigrants who are here, who 95% of them do not read or write English. And we have about, in Whitehaven, we are located in 3277 Mill Branch Road in Whitehaven. It's about over 1,000. We serve about over 1,000 people there. So they need everything because they do not need how to read or how to write. If we take them to medical appointment, for the unemployment, we need to do their application online. Sometimes we have to go with them for the interviews. And it is just really, we need everything. And we set up since 2016. And we have the program right now we asking about. It is about the new comer because since February we have people just coming almost. We have 15 to 20 people a week. That's a newcomer. They just come. They do not have anything when they get here. So we have health services they need. They have mostly appointment just with ICE. We need to take them there when they go there. They need clothes, they need food. Most of them, when they come here.
So, quick question for you. Is there a specific program that you're asking this body to fund, or is this just supplementing your entire?
The specific one is the one who just came right now.
Okay. So, is there a specific name for it?
We didn't give you the name yet. It is just.
Oh, you don't have a name yet, but
yeah,
you're talking. Gotcha.
It is. They just. It is since February. They just come. I think since Title 42.
So about how many people are we talking about?
We're talking roughly between 130 to, because they keep coming.
Just depends. You don't know who's going to
They
come.
keep coming.
Gotcha.
I have 3 people now called me from when I was sitting here. They are at the border. They are coming. So they keep coming.
Okay. Okay. Any questions from any other members of this body? Questions from the members online? All right. It appears all hearts and minds are clear. Thank you all for coming. Thank you for what you do in the community. Save One Foundation.
Yes, sir.
You look ready.
Yes, sir.
He the hype man? Oh, okay. Well, we all need him.
Actually, on the wrong side.
Yeah, I don't know. It's fine. You know, just make sure you lean the mic.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Kerry Cobb. I am the president of.
See, I thought you were playing. You were serious.
Yeah, hype man, hype man. But this is Charles Scott, my hype man, board of directors. He's been with me from the very beginning. I am the president of Memphis Little League, and we're here today to discuss youth baseball here in the city. As many of you know, it's been lacking for many years here in the city. We have come to the point where we're trying to expand our program. For most of you know, our address is 7535 Appleton Estate Drive, but the physical address is 3924 Neely Road. That's in Whitehaven. We've taken over Will Carruthers Baseball Complex. We're the managing partners for that. The city turned that over to us in 2013. So we have been taking care of that. And now we're getting ready to expand our program to do more with the kids here in the city, looking to get into our school system. The last 5 years, we basically, with COVID, we're trying to get ourselves back up to working. We've averaged about 300 kids the last couple of years. We're looking at expanding that to add the girls softball to that as well. If you look at our budget, some of the things we're looking at, we are a charter member of Little League. So when you see the Little League World Series going on, that's our ultimate goal. That's our ultimate goal is getting on.
You need to bring him everywhere you go.
Oh, always. He's always with me.
Yeah.
So there's our ultimate goal is one day get our kids to ESPN, but also to develop kids that will be great citizens here in the city of Memphis. As you know, in the Whitehaven area, baseball is not a well-known sport. So to be able to branch there, plus we're branching out into the schools this year, we really want to get everybody involved with that. And lastly, what we've done at the Will Carruthers Complex, especially not having funds to go because everybody is volunteer-based, all that money from the high school, we have all of our softball teams play there out in the Westwood, Whitehaven area, along with the Memphis Little League. We're just here to try to get you guys support. This is our first time doing it. Like I say, we'll be back definitely.
So I feel like you must know her because she did not start your timer. I have no idea. Yeah, so you could have just kept talking. We wouldn't have known.
Well, in that case, then he got 30 seconds, hype man.
Might as well. Give me 30 seconds.
Again, my name is Charles Scott, 3689 Huckleberry Street. I'm known as Coach Scott in the Whitehaven area. Return on investment. Mitchell girls softball team, Fairleigh, Kep, Westwood, Freedom Prep, Hillcrest, Whitehaven, Hampton. They've all played at Will Carruthers Park. Boys and girls baseball in middle school, 32 games. Westwood, Snowden, Colonial, Riverview, Raleigh, Egypt, Georgian Hill, Germantown, Middle. As Curry said, we go beyond just Memphis Little League baseball, but we impact kids from first grade on the way through high school. And many of our kids, boys and girls, go on when they leave Memphis Little League to play in middle school. They have something to do as well as high school. Kerry has mentioned we've had some boys that's gone on community college in baseball. We're talking about giving kids something to do. They have something to do. We have a very diverse community, Hispanic, Black, white coaches, all there in Whitehaven. So we're just asking for your support. And we know, like we say, safety and giving kids something to do, we've been doing it for years, and with your help, we'll continue to do that as well.
And I'll say one thing. We just had a kid that went from Memphis Little League to sign with Philander College. So
Okay, HBCU, Little Rock. All right, Councilman Ford, I believe you're in the queue.
Yeah, thank you very much. You said the city of Memphis has given you all that?
Yes, sir. We've managed it every year. We've received funding from. We have to support Dick's Sporting Goods. We have the support from Little League, but pretty much all the funding we're raising on our own. We manage it. We cut the grass. We take care of everything, and we're excited to say that you've never had a call saying that there's been a problem because we value that community in that area, and we've definitely kept it in shape.
I got a problem. Not about the field. We've been trying to clean up. I need y'all to have y'all eyes and ears open because that's a dumping site over there where that field is, okay?
And we call.
And keep on calling me because once we clean it up, the next day it's back the same way. We got to work it, try it together because that baseball field hey, that's history.
Yes.
You called out a lot of different names, but you can keep on calling on that
I could go. I didn't have much
field.
time.
It's
I know the
really
history.
the right field.
I know the history.
But hey, so whatever we can do, and then hey, please let my office know about that dumping because it's all the way around it, okay? But like I said, and if y'all see anybody dumping, please let us know because we have it cleaned up. Next day it's back the same way. So hey, we're trying to
And
get
we
it all
want to host.
situated.
We want to get to the point where we're hosting the Little League district tournaments at our field. But one of the things we can't invite somebody. We always say we want to be 5-star, and you get to the field as 5-star, but everything else around it is 1-star,
But
or
whatever
actually
we
not
can-
even a star.
Whatever hey, I can do, please keep in touch with me and let me know, okay?
All right. Any other questions from this body? Appears all hearts and minds are clear. Thank you.
One from Jeff. I mean,
I know.
I've already written down the money I'm giving.
Oh, you?
Oh.
Well, thank you.
I think you'd rather having a commitment for money than hearing back to you a
That's right.
question.
When we know where the second floor is.
All right, thank you, guys.
7th floor. All right, thank you all for coming. First love is family. I just like the name of this organization.
Afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Oh, please. My name is Charles Ford.
Wait 1 second. Come to the mic because council members are listening online. And we want to make sure they hear everything you have to say. Because you might be missing out on money. You don't want to do that.
My name is Charles Ford. I'm of 312 Damone Avenue, Memphis, Tennessee, 38109. First timer, so bear with me. The mission statement of First Love and Family is very simple, just to simply cultivate the relationships that exist between parents and children. There are a lot of programs in town that go on, and we've been working to support and just participate in programs that are going on all over the city. But there needs to be a bigger focus on family that we found. And that would alleviate a lot of issues such as crime, blight, just kids loitering, hanging out on the corners and things like that. If we educate the entire family on things that we can do to help them. We've been around since 2020. This idea came about after just working and creating programming for the library where I worked at the South Branch for a couple of years. And just wanted to come to you guys to ask to help fund the activities we have planned to branch out on our own in addition to supporting community programming in the amount of $15,000. Just have ideas and connections that can be made every month, not only through the city libraries, different branches, but other youth programs in the city to partner with them and enhance not only the programs that we have in mind, but what they have in mind as well, to collaborate, because there are so many programs in town that are trying to do a lot of similar things, but they just need to help each other, just like we need families to be able to help each other and grow and go and just help each other mentally and emotionally, be able to channel our needs, our wants, our desires, our pains, our passions, you name it. And we feel like this $15,000 would definitely go a long way in making the vision happen.
So as it relates to the mentor program, or is there a different program?
No, just various mentoring programs we work with.
So how many young people you're seeking to, how many young people will you be serving, with this budget? Not the city of Memphis portion, but your entire budget. How many young people are you seeking to serve?
At least 200 easily.
How many young people have you served in the past?
At various events, I would say the average is maybe 15 to 30, give or take. One of the things I want to do is be able to collect data better. And, people come and go, and it's hard to get an accurate count when you're speaking and things like that to keep track of the amount of people you've helped. But there definitely have been people there, and there have been sign-up sheets and things of that nature that we need to do a better better job of recording and being able to keep it with those numbers.
Okay. Any questions from this body? All right, period. Hold up. Sorry, council members online. Any questions from the council members joining us online? All right, it appears that all hearts and minds good. Thank you all for impacting our community. And I see that 38109. I know there's some council members who are very familiar with that area. So thank you all.
All right, thank you.
Okay, we all be. And with that type of show, this presentation better be fire. I believe it.
I'm an artist. This is my show.
Yeah, it gotta be good. It gotta be good.
I thought I missed the cut. I thought I was gonna have to blame it on the 7th floor. I thought it was the other day.
You've been paying attention.
Yeah, I was here the other day. My name is Brother Ron. I am the president and founder of the We All Be Group Incorporated, located at 138 St. Paul Avenue, Memphis, Tennessee, 38126.
South Memphis. Okay.
Yeah, we got 2 programs we want to fund. The 2023 Jimmy Lunsford Jamboree Festival and the 2024 Four Pillow Massacre project we've been doing for several years. Now, Jimmy Lunsford, you talk about history. Jimmy Lunsford is credited with being the first person in the history of the world to teach jazz studies in a formal educational setting at Manassas High School in North Memphis to black students back in the 20s. He took his best high school students and formed the greatest swing band of the 30s and 40s. They were the most popular swing band in the nation for black people. They was at the Cotton Club for a number of years. Glenn Miller, who is Larry Bird to Jimmy Lunsford's Magic Johnson, said that Duke is great as an Ellington. Count is remarkable, but Lunsford tops them both. And he was an educator at Manassas, but he always came back to do free concerts and wept for the kids at Manassas High School. And he died, unfortunately, at an early age of 45 under questionable circumstances. So we have taken up the call of Nat D. Williams, one of our legends, to honor Jimmy Lunsford and his burial place in Memphis at Elmwood Cemetery, but also his legacy. So every year we do a Jimmy Lunsford Legacy Awards, a Jimmy Lunsford Jamboree Festival Week. We work with schools such as Manassas High School and Overton High School, institutions like Stax Museum, and other entities to honor this man and his legacy, and also provide free programming for people throughout the week. Last year we had the Jimmy Lunsford Legacy Awards at the Orpheum Theater. 1,200 people, we paid the cost for that. And the second thing is the Four Pillow Massacre project we've been doing. We're doing annual wreath laying ceremony every year at Memphis National Cemetery, where 300 U.S. colored troops, white Union soldiers, and black women and children who were the victims of Nathan Bedford Forrest are buried there. So we honor them, and also we're doing an art show for the 160th anniversary next year with some of the best artists in this region to reclaim their narrative about what happened April 12, 1864, that President Lincoln said it was indeed a massacre.
And you stopped at the right time.
Okay.
I feel like you felt it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm the ancestors on me, man. This is Black August.
Shout out to
Okay,
your
I had to
ancestors.
be here, represent.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
So could you talk a little bit about, from what I gather from your presentation, you host a couple of different events and you bring people in, and I'm assuming it's free of charge, and you're asking us to supplement that.
Yeah, like we asking for $11,100 of that's 30% of our budget, I believe, because we just make sure we want to educate our people about our greatness, because the birthplace of modern America is Memphis, Tennessee.
You want to get any arguments from here?
Yeah. Because even I went to Kansas City a couple weeks ago, dude had, who got better barbecue, Memphis or Kansas City? I said, the guy who brought Kansas
Look, you
City
ain't gotta say
barbecue.
nothing else. You good, man.
It was a brother from Shelby County, from Memphis, Henry Perry, that taught him how to barbecue.
We
in
just got
Kansas
through. Councilman Jones and I went to Kansas City, and we had the same conversation. When was that? November. We had the same conversation. Absolutely. You're getting no arguments up here. Thank you for the work you're doing, and continue to educate people.
Okay.
He's just right. Absolutely. Just right. Just
God
right.
bless y'all.
All right. KNR Productions. Y'all somewhat matching. Was it, the only question is, was it on purpose or accident? You know you sent that text message. It took the selfie. Yeah, we doing it today. All right. Cool. All right, start name and address of your organization.
Hello, council members. I want to first thank you for this opportunity, an opportunity that seems like a lifetime. I'm Kendra Neville Ross, the founder of KNR Productions, and this is India Brown, one of my community advisors and support persons. When I wrote my first play back in 2003 in my home church in A Breath of Life, that's when I knew I had a passion for helping people, helping the youth, helping the citizens of Memphis, Tennessee. You may ask, how can a stage play help the citizens of Memphis, Tennessee, and the youth? Well, each production is originally written by myself. I take real-life experiences that I observe and bring them to the forefront of our citizens. My productions are inspirational based, and it causes viewers to think critically, and we do all of that by using art to reshape our youth and Memphians, in a positive direction. When my mom found out that I changed my major, she was mad because she said theater's not a career. But when she first saw my stage play and she saw how it affected people and how it literally changed the mindsets of these youth, she became my biggest supporter. I've been able to work under the direction of Chris Chandler, who's the founder of Young Actors Guild, Lornette Williams, the director of Memphis Black Arts Alliance, and many others. Through these relationships, I've done productions at Lemoyne College and sold out shows at the Landers Center. All of this has given me the knowledge and tools to annually put on a camp that's geared to teaching the youth and citizens of the Memphis the basics of the arts and enrichment programming, followed by a big finale production. When my mom passed back in 2000, I promised myself I would go harder and fulfill my vision. For almost 20 years, I've been funding this organization, but with the crime rate rising and youth getting lost in the system, we need a year-round programming that's going to cater to the needs of our citizens and youth. And my board and my staff, we can't do it alone. That's why we need this funding. We need you. We need your money. So we are here today asking for a favorable funding. Thank you.
Thank you. So when you host your stage plays, what do you host them at?
Different events, normally Atlanta Center, or I just rent out a facility.
Okay. When's the last time you hosted one?
Actually, this summer we did a collective summer camp, and we did a production. We tied in with Memphis Black Arts Alliance, so they was in July.
Heart of South Memphis. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Any questions from this body? Any questions from the council members online? It appears that all hearts and minds are clear. Thank you all so much, and keep up the good work, brother. I'm not sure if y'all are clapping because everybody is amazed, or y'all clapping because y'all ready for everybody to hurry up. All right, serving in Christ outreach. No pressure. No matter how good this is or how bad it is, everybody's gonna clap anyway. Remember that.
Good afternoon again, everybody.
Good afternoon.
My name is LaShanta Rudd. I am the Executive Director of Serving in Christ Outreach Ministries. We are located in Orange Mound, District 4, 1200 David Street, Memphis, Tennessee. We are a community-based organization serving those who are in poverty. Our focus is on poverty. We have been in existence since 2011. We are serving those who are in poverty by meeting their basic needs and helping them to maintain self-sufficiency. I think one of the greatest problems in a child's academic success and pursuit of education is poverty. We are partners with St. Jude, Federal Express, AFLAC, City University School, and Home Depot. That's where a lot of our volunteers come from. I am a survivor and advocate of domestic violence. So I help battered women. We are asking you guys to help us so that we can continue the community engagement. We have 2 adopted schools, Dunbar Elementary and South Park Elementary. We are getting ready to adopt Getwell Elementary as well. So we help kids who are under-resourced, again, battered women, so that we can house them. When the shelters in Memphis are full, that's when we step in to get them into a hotel and then try to get them some stable housing. Any questions?
Absolutely. So how do individuals reach out to you for support?
Some of the churches here in Memphis are partners with us, so a lot of our clients come through the churches and just through the community.
So essentially word of mouth. Are you doing anything to promote your organization? So it seems like you're doing good work. What I'm always a fan of is receipts, and I'm looking at these pictures. You got receipts here.
Yes.
So seems like, for me, I would love for you to, do something to let people know about what you're doing in the community. So I'm not sure if you have a website or a way for people to find out about your organization or not.
We do have a website, but let me say this, guys. A lot of the work that we do is discreet, okay? It's confidential, crisis intervention, and case management, okay? We don't always go out and do the work and then we're just posting up. When I first started this in 2011, coming out of poverty myself, and then coming out of an abusive marriage. So when I started this, my passion and drive was to, okay, I gotta help these women. We gotta help these kids because children don't ask to be here. If a mother suffered, the children are gonna suffer. So my heart and my passion is for helping these kids who are in poverty and lack. And we've been doing the work for over 10 years now here in Memphis. We do have a website. We are out there, but we're probably not on the level that we probably need to be on because of the work that we are doing. We are on the ground doing the work.
Okay, and that's what we like to support, organizations doing the work. There's a lot of organizations that come before this body that ask us for funding, but I'm not sure if they have any receipts. So thank you for doing the work. Thank you for having receipts, and keep it up.
And one of the things we're gonna do this year is we're gonna take 10 high school young men graduated, and then we're gonna give them $500 scholarships as well for college. So
I think you just won Councilman Jones over. I can feel it in my spirit. You just won him over. He's a proponent of putting dollars in people's pockets. So thank you for that.
We are asking for $15,000.
You better ask for it.
Thank y'all so much for, and we will not forget y'all for this. Thanks.
All right. Any questions from this body? Ms. Rudd said, no questions, I'm out. Don't drop the mic on us like that. All right. River City Capitol. Yeah, I think I know this guy. You sure you want to come down here?
Yeah, I think I'm sure.
All right.
I think I'm sure. I believe so. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Ron Brooks. I am the president of River City Capitol here in Memphis, Tennessee. For the last 13 years, our address for our office is 1863 Madison Avenue, 38104. For the last 13 years, we have served this community as an affiliate of an organization called Community Lift. Lift standing for Leveraging Investments for Financial Transformation, to really move the needle in the space of economic development as it relates to small business. As you know, in this current environment, in a rising rate environment and a tightening credit kind of quality among the banks, many of our small business owners have gone without, and they've been underserved, particularly in disinvested areas of this community. And so what I'm proposing and petitioning is support from this body to be able to, to be able to provide loan funding in the form of low-cost loans. Thank you. Typically fixed rate between 4 and 8%, fixed lines of credit, and forgivable loans for small businesses up to $250,000. This is a program that we've already been doing. It's our Launchpad program that really fits for startups, those that are even pre-revenue, up to 2 years in business, and then we have programs that extend beyond that. But we work very heavy with our banking community. They support our work. Other foundations such as Assisi, the Poplar Foundation, the Kresge Foundation, and others support our work as well. And so we encourage you to do the same.
So, quick question. So essentially what you're asking this body to do is give you funds so you can allow small business owners to scale up.
Correct.
All right. Yeah. Dr. Warren, I would love to hear from Councilman Jones because he's the numbers guy here, the financial guy.
Can you define CDFI? Is that Community Development Financial Institution? Or?
Yes, that is correct. So that is our designation. We're a 501c3 and CDFI.
Thank you, Dr. Warren. Councilman Jones. I'm just gonna ask him to say something because this is his lane.
Definitely.
I really don't have any questions. I would support this and would encourage my colleagues to support so as well. Well, I guess I do have a question. Can you give us an idea of the portfolio that you all have supported in the past, the type of businesses?
Yeah, absolutely. So, Councilman, there have been everything from an industry standpoint, from a salon to recently did a loan for tire recyclers over just around the corner from Hamilton. Light retail, some even people in the tech space that are youth that are getting into the tech space. But a lot of your neighborhood, retail shops, again, tire places, whatnot, that, again, are often underserved in that community. We step in and we provide them not only the funding, but then the access and support from a technical standpoint to be able to build their businesses. So, we call it kind of shooting them bail, right? Banker, accountant, insurance agent, and your legal support, right? So for those of you that are business owners, you can certainly appreciate that. Having access to those resources really is what helps elevate. But specifically to the portfolio, our portfolio is around $3 million currently right now in outstandings. And the last 2 fiscal years, around 80% of our funding has gone to Black women founders and owners.
All right. Thank you for that. I think Councilman Jones and this body has been an advocate of supporting small businesses and finding creative ways to do this. So thank you for being standing in the gap for some of the organizations who need it. Any other council members online? All right, it appears all hearts and minds are clear. Thank you, Mr. Brooks.
Thank you. Thank you all.
Trinity Community Coalition Outreach. Come on down.
Good evening, Councilman.
Good evening.
And thank you all so much for this opportunity. This is our first time coming down. Thank you so much. My name is Linda Seegers, and this is Regina Johnson. She's the case manager, and I'm the executive director for Trinity Community Coalition Outreach, Inc. And we are located at 3385 Airways Boulevard. We are right there near the airport. We was over there on 4466 Elvis Presley Boulevard. So we've been in the Whitehaven area about 10 years now. We started off in the Westwood community. That's where we actually truly started our homeless program at. What inspired me the most when we started in the Westwood community, when we started working with the homelessness, which was anyone that knows that anyone that's homeless, they deal with addiction. And so that's our whole goal, is to end homelessness and addiction. And what really inspired me, it was a young couple that came that was living behind McDonald's. A young girl, she was about 16, her mother was with her, and they was eating out of the garbage can. And someone referred her to us. We got referrals from everyone. We got referrals from the news station. We got referrals from churches, just every place, because they knew about Trinity. One thing about us, we don't turn away anyone. Whatever we can help them with, we can help with food, clothing, housing, their addiction. We want to be able to serve them. We truly believe in working under God, because we just believe in what He says for us to do, to help. And that's what we're here for. We're here to help. And not only do we address homelessness, we also address their emotional needs. We have a therapeutic program. We are colon therapists. We are herbalists, we are case managers. We wear whatever hat we have to wear to help someone, because we know that we need help. Actually, everyone needs help. This pandemic has come. We have had so many people that not only need somewhere to stay, they need somebody to talk to. They need a voice to hear from. And so we are here in the Whitehaven area. Anybody that need us, we even have bracelets for people here today if they need someone. We have phone numbers, because it's hard out there. And when this young lady, she came here living behind the garbage can, her and her mother living out of the garbage can. We helped them with her education. We helped her get back in school, get back on track. And this young lady, after we helped her to rebuild her life, she actually became salutatory in her class after leaving Trinity, after going through. And that's what
we want to also go into those areas and then also address children that have special needs, like if they have ADHD, do research and provide resources for those children as well. We are currently located at 1520 South Prescott Street in Orange Mound, but we are going to move our headquarters to 1660 East Home in Whitehaven because we got awarded a building. So we are just waiting for that to be finalized.
Okay, time's up.
Certainly.
All right, so I have a question. I'm trying to make sure I understand what you all do. Essentially, it's a tutoring service.
We're going to be doing that, yes.
Associated with various areas from
Subjects from high school. So we are working with teachers, retired and current teachers that will help, that offer their services to tutor in math, technology, and science. But we also, if they want to go into like maybe history, biology.
So how do you go about finding the young people who are participating in your program? And then my next question is going to be about how many young people you serve. So Dr. Warren doesn't have the extra question.
Okay, so he initially, like I said, began doing this in 1998. So there's members of his families that who work with children. So he's using those connections. And then he's the founder also works with the pastors all over the city that have youth that have those specific needs as well. And he is also in some strategic partnerships with business owners as well that know people as well.
Who's the founder? You said he is the founder?
Yes, the founder is Lazara Thompson Sr., and he couldn't be here. He was...
What's his first name?
Lazara.
Lazara.
And he had an emergency to deal with, so he couldn't be here, so I'm here.
Okay. Any questions from this body? Councilman Warren?
You probably won't be able to explain this, but maybe our staff.
Oh, we're gonna have them. They're gonna have to correct that.
Yeah,
they're correcting it. They're correcting it. They're correcting it. So he got to what I was gonna ask you to do and relay the message to whoever prepared the PowerPoint. Warren, reach out to Ms. Owens. I think the email's online, and you're looking at your budget PowerPoint. You're gonna need to have this amended before we can do anything going forward. But doesn't appear to be anything else wrong associated with this, but the PowerPoint needs to be amended, and any specific questions goes to the young lady to my left.
Okay.
All right. And thank you so much for what you're doing in the city.
Thank you.
Thank you.